This is going to show how to groom the ruff. So Swayze's going to get his little ruff groomed. And good boy. All right. So you can use water or conditioning spray, just like we did the pants. Move his head up. I'm going to put a spray or two of that in. And then I'm going to take a pin brush. This is a wooden pin brush. You can use this or a regular pin brush and brush this through. And I'm not brushing hard. I'm just kind of getting it worked into the coat. Good boy. Good boy, huh? You like that. You like being brushed. So, the section that I'm going to do, again, I just use the pin brush and brush through. You can also use a metal pin brush. So we can use this. Both of them work fine. Good boy. Head up. Good boy. And Swayze's only a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, and he's used to being brushed pretty regularly, so he's gonna be pretty good. Oh, buddy, I also keep treats nearby, so we can have a couple treats every once in a while. Sit. Good. Good boy. Okay, so once I do that, I'm actually gonna take my rake. Chaos is helping me by sitting on all my equipment. So I'm gonna take a rake, brush out some of the thickness. So, and just like before, I'm kind of more picking it out. I'm not yanking on the fur, I'm not pulling the coat out. I'm just using it like a little bit of a pick and picking that coat out. So lots of short, easy strokes. Not hitting his skin hard, not staying in one place too long. I just move around. If I get a spot that's really thick or matted, I'll hold at the base of the skin. Brush that out. When he was a puppy, we would use a bully stick. He could chew a bully stick. Give him something to do. Excuse me. There's 5 other dogs near my feet, so they all want to help. Huh, they want to get brushed too. Helps get out a lot of the undercoat. Good boy. Little pieces, you get little pieces like this, they literally will just pull out. Just nice and soft. Good boy. And I'll use my fingers to kind of spread the coat apart. There's some sections where his collar is sometimes. They're a little bit thicker, so I hold on to that. And you can see and kind of pick that out. Good boy. Watch your nose. Good boy. I know. Is there a neighbor dog barking? Good boy. Good boy. And then I'll typically do this all the way around the ruff, but to save time, I'm just going to do the front part. Good boy. And I will finish the rest, but not on camera. So I kind of go back and forth between the slick or the pin brush and the rake. Every time I get a spot that's a little bit thick, head up, please. I will go back to the pin brush and loosen it up, kind of break up some of that thickness. They're not exactly matting on him. It's just very, very thick spots that could turn into mats if he doesn't get brushed. So you can see they're whiter where it turns white. That's because the fur is too thick right there. It's starting to tangle up a little bit. So we use that, and then I'm gonna give him another Head up. Good. Another spray. And then I'm going to go to the pin brush, and I'm sorry, the comb. And I'm going to work that out. So now I'm holding on base of the fur and just brushing it out. Good boy. If it's a little too sticky, I'll go back to the rake. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. This is line brushing, although I'm line brushing with the rake. Normally you'll do it with a comb, but I like to do it with the rake to break stuff up. Hey, other treats, please. Everyone needs a treat. Hold on. There's more for you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Okay, head up. We're trying to do stuff here. You can see I'm not even scratching the skin. I'm not getting all the way to the skin. Good boy, honey. Head up, please. Sways. Good boy. Here's the neighbor dogs barking. Oh, it's distracting. Sweet boy. Hey, out of the treats, you. Good boy. And then I go back to the bottom and I line brush. First I loosened it up. Now I'm finalizing, making sure there's no tangles. Good boy. No knots. Good boy. This side. So I'm just switching hands. Good boy. Good dog. Get up there. Huh, get up there. Sways. Right here. Shadow, boy, go quiet. Don't listen to them. They're naughty. Good. And then I'll go back to the comb, and I like to constantly take the coat out of there so there's room for more. Oh, good boy. Sways, sit still. Good boy. Okay, so we had a little interruption. And so I'm just going to show the final spots of the grooming. So I did about another 10 more minutes of brushing under his chin to get all the thick spots out. Good boy. And now you can see, oh, sorry, Sways, head up. You can see that there's no more thick, dark white spots under his chin. The pin brush goes straight through, and I mostly alternated between the pin brush and the comb. Hadn't put any more spray or anything. Here, sweetie. And this that's just hanging out is just loose fur. So then when you're done, once you're done, everything's brushing through. Then what I'll typically do is, Sways, stay forward, baby. Sorry, I know it's boring to stay in that position. Is brush it all up, look him up again. Swayze, right here, please. Good boy. Fluff it up. He's been on the table for about 30 minutes, so he's getting bored. And then I'll take curved scissors, although I have longer ones that I like, and I'll just cut off, see that hanging? Just cut that off, kind of round out the flyaway pieces. Good boy. And so it's not too choppy. Then I take thinning shears also. Good boy. Right here. Good boy. Good. And I took almost nothing out, but just to get rid of some of that flyaway stuff that was hanging there. Good boy. And then I usually use my comb to brush out the brushes. And do a final fluff. Sweetie, look. And then that's the front part of his ruff. So to do his whole ruff, because he hasn't been brushed in a couple weeks, would probably take, it's probably gonna take about 45 minutes to an hour to get his whole ruff done, but that's most of his body. So, you're a good boy. Okay, all right, off you go.